Hello, I'm Dom and I've been building digital products for a very long time. Right now I'm working on a new product which is going to be called Leaddit, which is a way to do lead generation using Reddit. So the way it's going to work is you'll have a target user and you will be able to create a persona using a list of subreddits that person will be in. So for example, an e-commerce store owner will be in r/ecom. They'll be in r/Shopify, etc, etc. What this will then do is it will go off to Reddit and it will scan everything to bring back a list of people, of users, who most closely match this persona. And then that way you can target these users for any kind of social media campaigning on Reddit, direct outreach, anything you want to do. Where I left off in the last video is I got things working from a simple persona with a few subreddits, and it was able to go to Reddit and then bring me back a list. Now in that list I have got a score, and that's to represent how close it is to the persona. Now the way that I generated this score was if somebody posted, then I gave it +2 as a score. If somebody commented, I gave them +1. But to go on top of that, I also scanned for if they posted in the last 24 hours. Did they post recently? Then I added another 2. Did they comment recently? Then I added another 1. What I kind of came to as a bit of a conclusion is that this actually is more important than this. I'm going to change these numbers and I'm going to do +4 and +3 instead. Right, I've added that update in and the scores have come back in the table. It makes a bit more sense with these numbers. It's looking a little bit better, so I'm going to stick with this. I know over time that these calculations will get more complicated, but right now I just want to see if anyone's interested in having a list scraped in this way. What I'm going to do next is a way of determining to do a light scan or a deep scan. So I have a light scan going on at the moment, but the deep scan that I was doing first of all was just taking too long. So it was hard to iterate and try different things out. So I'm going to put that option in so that I'm able to pass it as an argument, and then that way I can kind of move between the two as I need. I've added in the depth functionality and I did do a scan. What came out of it was, well, 1, higher scores, which kind of makes sense because it's going much deeper and much further back. It's changed some of the top people, which is definitely interesting. It took 6 minutes 43 seconds, so quite a while to get the output of that, but that's fine. That's fine. In the beginning I'm going to be manually engaging with people to get this stuff out. What I'm going to do next is to build a CSV export, just to kind of spit out a file to say, all right, here it is, and then we'll chuck it in Google Sheets and see what happens. And finally, I have run this script now, and it's created a file called brendabrand_leads.csv. Brenda Brand is the persona, so it's just popped that one in. Now I've got a Google Sheets open here, and I'm just going to go to import, upload, and Brenda Brand CSV. Let's open that up and import data. What I have now is all of the leads into a spreadsheet. I can go in and start doing some filtering. Let's go here. Let's go order A to Z or ZA. There we go. And now this gives me the table as is, which is awesome. I'm gonna insert a column to the right and have this as user URL. And then that way what I can do is that I can concatenate reddit.com/user/ and then the user. Fill all of those in, and I should be able to go straight here. And on their user profile, I can then just go straight in and start replying to things that are relevant to the persona. And that is the end of this session. I'm going to end it here because I'm hungry and I'm going to go make some dinner. Anywho, I hope you found that interesting. I hope you found it enjoyable, maybe educational. Next session, I am going to start generating some lists to do some go-to-market stuff. I'm just going to offer out the list and see if people want it. That will give me a little bit of validation in the first instance. If you want to carry on following this journey, then please consider subscribing. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. If you have any questions or any interest, then pop it down in the comments. But for now, I'll see you in a couple of days. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.